Hi everyone, this is WWD1 and you're most welcome for it. What exactly is WWD? That's what we are going to find out in this video. Let's switch on to it and we get to know more details about WWD. So today is Saturday, 6th of March 2025. We're going to start WWD video series. Now what exactly is this WWD? Let's get to understand more about it. WWD stands for Working with Data. This is our logo and it's going to be even the channel logo. Now this WWD1, we're going to first talk about what will the video series focus on. And actually there are only three. The first one is the proper ways of getting and storing your data, and then data analysis, and also data visualization and interpretations. Now let's dive deeper into each of these, starting with proper ways of getting and storing your data. Now what we're going to focus most here is how we can organize our data in a way that makes it easy for us to work with. Now this is an Excel worksheet. This is cell A3 and you can see it's having some data, but that data is actually not stored in a good way. It's actually stored in a single cell. Now the best way to organize this data would be to separate this data into different columns like the way I've done it here, and also give it some good title where you can see and know what exactly this data is about. Also you have to give it a field name, and you give the field name some formatting to separate it from the rest of the table, like here I've bolded it. So that's how you can actually organize your data. Now going back to our presentation, the second thing we are going to talk about under getting and storing our data is how we can transform that data. And we are going to do this using Power Query in Excel, and also how we can store data into what's called a columnar database. A columnar database is a type of database that helps us to store large or big data. Now this is an Excel worksheet. If I click on cell A1 and then use Control down arrow to go to the last row, you can see that in an Excel worksheet you can only store about 1,048,000 rows of data. Now some people might see as if 1 million rows of data is actually big data, but there are companies and organizations that get even bigger data that goes beyond 1,048,000 rows. When you have such a big data, you need to store it in what's called a columnar database. We shall get to know more about it. Now going forward, the second thing we are going to talk about is actually data analysis. And we are going to do data analysis after doing data cleaning and then data validation. Then we shall do what's called data modeling and actually many more. The biggest percentage of our time, we're going to spend it on this stage of data analysis. Most of our videos will actually be about data analysis. And this data analysis, we are actually going to do it using Microsoft Excel. And someone might ask, why exactly are we using Microsoft Excel to do this data analysis? I'm going to hit the W key to get this white background. Now, we're going to do data analysis using Excel because of some few reasons. Excel is actually widely used by very many people. When you go to an office and then you start checking people's computer, you will actually see most of the people have opened Excel and they're using Excel to do their analysis. Secondly, Excel can help us do almost everything we want. It has some good features that can help us to do whatever we want, like pivot table, Power Query, Power Pivot, DAX, and very many other tools that we can use in Excel to help us do data analysis. I'm also more familiar with Excel than other data analysis tools. That's why we are going to be using Excel to do our data analysis. So I'm going to hit W to go back to our presentation. And then when I move forward, the third part of what we are going to be doing in this WWD series is actually data visualization and data interpretation. Now, here we are going to focus on few things. Choosing the right chart type that fits our information. Actually, very many people are presenting their data using just any chart, but all these charts have specific types of information that you can use them for. Then we shall also see how we can create and clean our charts. Here I'm again in Excel. I'm going to hit Control F1 to hide the ribbons because I want to get enough space. Now we have these two charts. The first chart is this one and then the second chart is this one. If you check this first chart, you will realize that it's having a lot of chart junks. Like for example, we have the data label being shown here, and at the same time we are having these series numbers, these numbers here. They are all conveying the same information. It's like a repetition. So this actually makes charts not to look okay. Then also we are having these variations of colors, as you can see. You can actually see them from the regions here. Each region is actually having its own color. But the same region is also on the series here. So that one is also a double information. That makes our chart not to look professional enough. Now when you check this second chart, you can see that the chart is actually very clean. First of all, the Uganda shilling is actually put at the header here. That even makes our data label to look good compared to the upper one. So when you compare the two charts, the second one is actually a better way of presenting charts than the first one. But I've seen a number of people publishing their information with a chart that looks like this. So we are going to even learn more about how we can clean our charts and then how we can make the best use of chart when we are doing data visualizations. Then going back to our presentation, we're also going to see how we can create an interactive dashboard. Now, for those people who might not know what a dashboard is, let me go back into Excel. This is actually a dashboard. A dashboard is actually a collection of information that you have actually brought now together. Now, like for example, for our case, if I want to see all the data for Central Region, I can simply click on Central Region and you can see everything is actually filtered and the information being shown on the dashboard is only for Central Region. If I click on Eastern Region, you can see it's also filtered. If I unfilter it, then I click on Mirinda, you can see how interactive a dashboard is. So we shall see how we can create such a dashboard. Now this is Power BI desktop dashboard. When I click on Joma, you can see everything is filtered only to show Joma's information. And when I click outside, everything is unfiltered. Click on Aquafina, it's showing all Aquafina. When I clear this, you can see, I can even click on this and you can see everything is actually filtered. That's how interactive Microsoft Power BI desktop dashboard is. And going back now to our presentation, we're going to be doing data visualization and interpretation using Microsoft Excel and Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop is even more powerful when it comes to data visualization than even Microsoft Excel. Now a little bit about myself. My name is Francis Ogwal. I'm a Ugandan. Professionally, I'm a data analyst with a statistics background. Yeah, that is it about WWD1. If you're interested and you're ready to start exploring the world of data with me, please do subscribe. And if you found this video interesting, give it a like and then you share it with your friends. Until next video, WWD2, then we meet again. Thank you.